Meredith and I met in 4th grade at Westside Elementary School when we were all of 10 years old.
Jason and I rode the bus to school together, and he would talk to me on the bus every day, pepper me with questions, and then the next day I would get the same exact questions over and over again.
We became fast friends as soon as she came to our school. We played basketball together, we talked about movies together, we would even eat breakfast together. I would bring different varieties of cereal onto the bus in plastic baggies, and we would share it and talk about whatever was going on. We first gave romance a shot in 8th grade. We went to the movies for the first time, and we held hands, and I was extremely nervous, but that relationship didn't work out for a lot of reasons.
Primarily due to the difference in our heights. I was 5'7", basically close to the same height I am now, and he was just a little bit over 5 feet at the time.
After the 8th grade experiment, there was a point when we went to camp together. We were out on a friend's boat, and I looked at her, and it was the same best friend that I had always had since 4th grade, but she was beautiful. And that was the real romance.
During high school, when we were dating, we would talk about, what the future would hold with going to college, and we decided that if we broke up in college, we should probably still get married anyway, and that if we did want to do that, we would meet at the Whaling Museum in Cold Spring Harbor to reconvene and then go from there and get married.
During that kind of high school puppy love romance phase, I quickly realized that this is my best friend, and this is the girl that I want to spend the rest of my life with, and this is the girl that I want to marry. And regardless of what happens in the future or where we end up, I'm going to work at making her my wife one day.
We did actually stay together during college, so we didn't really need the Whaling Museum plan.
Or did we? Because about a year ago, I had convinced Meredith that there was a wine tasting going on in Cold Spring Harbor, right near where the Whaling Museum was.
So he takes me into Cold Spring Harbor, we're walking around, and there's no wine bar.
She's already cold, already kind of complaining a little frustrated. She doesn't know where this wine bar we're going to is. And eventually we end up in front of the Whaling Museum, and at this point she's a little angry.
So I start walking away from him, and I start going back towards where the rest of the strip is. And I turn back around to look to see if he's following me, and he's already down on one knee. And I didn't know what he was doing at all, so I was very confused. And then I realized in his hands he had the little jewelry box.
There were a lot of kisses and hugs, and she was crying because, this was a very long time coming. This is the same girl that I knew when I was 10 years old, and it was just very special.